Beauty pageants are becoming a lot more prevalent in today's society. According to Martina Cartwright, beauty pageant participation has skyrocketed since the late 1990s, and today more than 16,000 natural and glitz pageants are held annually in the U.S., with an estimated 290,000 contestants. Many girls will compete thinking it will boost their self-esteem, but in some cases that might not be true, especially in girls that start at a young age. After a large amount of research I have done, I have learned that many contestants competing have a high amount of pressure that is being put on them. This then creates issues regarding the way they view themselves down the road. So today, I will talk about self-esteem issues, external values, and sexualization perspectives of pageant contestants. But before I get into that, I will give you an insight on two different types of pageants. The first one being a natural pageant, and the second one being a glitz pageant. A natural pageant is exactly how it sounds. Girls have more of a natural appearance rather than putting pounds of makeup on their face to make them look years older. A glitz pageant requires girls to wear a heavy amount of makeup and also to wear elaborate costumes. Glitz pageants are high priced in particular due to costumes, spray tans, flippers, which is also known as fake teeth, hair, and makeup. Cartwright notes with all these expenses added up, glitz pageants can cost between $3,000 to $5,000 per contestant. Now I will discuss ways pageants are bringing a girl's self-esteem down rather than bringing it up. Martina Cartwright said that young girls that engage in activities revolving around physical appearance can later deal with self-esteem, body image, and self-worth issues. For instance, girls could have a hard time balancing things like perfection and diet. Two real-life examples that were mentioned in an article written by Lindsay Lieberman were a girl named Brooke Breedwell and a girl named Nicole Hunter, who both competed in beauty pageants when they were younger. Brooke had said that she had suffered from stress and anxiety while striving for an unrealistic standard of perfection. For Nicole, she said that her self-esteem had actually dropped when she got older, and she now suffers from an eating disorder called anorexia nervosa due to the pressure that was being put on her when she was a young girl. These girls are being taught at a young age that looks are everything and are being judged on their outer beauty. When getting into your teenage years, you are constantly being judged on how you look and what you wear by your peers. This isn't something that young girls should have to worry about just yet. Now I'm going to discuss how beauty pageants are teaching kids external values rather than internal values. When young girls compete in pageants, many of them get caught up on their appearance, that oftentimes they are being taught incorrect values. According to Laura Agnoni in an article from the Global Post, parents that do not discuss with kids that pageants are nothing but a fantasy are putting them at risk or caring more about how they look rather than making connections with people around them. Pageants are teaching kids the wrong idea of life. This issue is often revealed on the hit TLC show Toddlers and Tiaras. In Toddlers and Tiaras, viewers get a glimpse of how kids are acting towards others. Toddlers are seen to be crying and throwing tantrums on and off the stage, and for the older girls, they are seen to be stuck up and yelling out orders to people around them. These pageants are making girls think they are above everyone else and allowing them to disrespect people. Pageants let girls at a young age feel empowered, which in return is teaching them wrong values. Lastly, I'm going to mention how pageants are sexualizing young girls. Beauty pageants today are making girls look and act way older than they actually are. In a magazine called the Georgetown Indie, written by Rachel Lesser, explains some of these provocative clothing that pageant girls are wearing. Mothers are dressing their kids in costumes to resemble celebrities like Dolly Parton, Madonna, and even the prostitute and Pretty Woman, Vivian Ward. Not only are they wearing tight-fitting clothing, but they are also wearing push-up bras to fit a curvaceous figure. Parents are hiding their child's flaws by using techniques that will alter their appearance, which in return is sexualizing them to fit a flawless appearance they believe a pageant winner should have. Another way pageants are sexualizing girls are that children are being taught to act flirty when they are walking out in front of judges. Instead of acting their age, which is cute and innocent, they are being taught to act doll-like or sexy to grab the judge's attention. In conclusion, beauty pageants are negatively impacting young girls and teaching them the wrong definition of beauty. The constant pressure that is being put on them to have that picture-perfect image can be very damaging. According to Martina Cartwright, Beauty pageants stress to these girls that in order to win, you always have to look your 100% best, and if not, they are perceived as failures. I hope that by hearing my presentation today, you are able to grasp these three concepts: that pageants are tearing a girl's self-esteem rather than bringing it up, that pageants are teaching kids external values rather than what is really important in life, and lastly, that pageants are sexualizing girls to look and act much older than they actually are in order to win. Since beauty pageants are becoming more prevalent today, they need to rethink what they are teaching their participants, and how having the message of having the flawless appearance can be very damaging to their outlook on life.